Hey guys, today's Wednesday. We had PPI news at 8:30, also Fatman Share Speak at 10 a.m. But yeah, we are back, being logged in. Really good trade I took today. Was basically a lower time frame market maker buy model, so a kind of higher time frame retracement. I took a really good partial and got stopped right there. Definitely learned something once again right here. Really important if I trade against the trend. I want to really basically full close at the obvious low hanging fruit. In that case, the balanced price range above the buy liquidity right there, and also at the C of our open range gap for today. So that's definitely a lesson I learned from today. And also then, with 10 a.m. we clearly respected the 10 a.m. opening price, also the inverted gap right here, and really dumped lower with the higher time frame trend. So that would have been also a really clean trade to look for. But yeah, as you know, once we take a winner, we are done for the day. That's really important because otherwise it's really a hard hit on our mindset and psychology if we take a loss there. So yeah, we're definitely done after a winner, but that's definitely a trade I will journal. Yeah, so let's do a quick trade breakdown. So yeah, as always, daily is just shit. Not really, much we can talk about. What's really important is that we took out the daily buy liquidity, so the Asia high right here from Sunday, which is also within the high time frame gap. SMT is still being in play, so external buy liquidity sweep, and from there we now are really dumping lower. We scrapped Asia lows, and that's is basically the reason why I was able to frame this a short-term retracement, and now we're still trading lower a lot. So I think with that we can already drop to a 5-minute chart or even 1-minute chart. So before we go into the opening and so on, quick glance at regular trading hours. So today we also once again had a really aggressive open range gap, so 165 handles to the upside. But once you close up, open up at the upper quarter level of Monday's open range gap, we instantly trade lower, disrespected the upper quarter level, also CE. And from there we could not really do anything because we were already too oversold. In that case, I want to see that we close in today's open range gap and eventually from there see a short-term retracement. Or we also can expand beyond it, as you see it right now. For me, I like the equal lows down here, yes, definitely. But in that case, to aim even for lower prices right here is a bit more difficult for me because I think we traded a lot actually within the range right here. So I did not really expect that we would dump this aggressive to the downside. I thought it was more obvious that we go for the highs right here for the equal buy liquidity. I think that was, or I thought that was the draw, closing in basically the huge opening range gap right here. But yeah, once again, dumping to the downside, probably closing in the gap we have right there. So that's also something we can look for. Hopefully, we also eventually will soon break to the downside or to the upside, escaping this really huge consolidation on the daily chart. But yeah, back to the 5-minute chart. So basically, what I was waiting for is that we sweep the equal lows, kind of see a reaction, and from there just frame a lower time frame market maker buy model, targeting C of today's open range gap. And as you can see right here, we perfectly hit it on the 5-minute, respected it with the wicks, and from there sold already off. So that's the reason why that would have been still a really clean setup to full close, so not to look for small partials. But yeah, let's talk about the opening. So yeah, hyping news at 8:30, as you see right here, but not in that case really as drastic as yesterday. Yeah, fortunately, so because then we do not really have such a huge price range, which is for me the most difficult price conditions. In that case, the opening just trade lower, lots of SMTs actually with ES being in play. So ES is definitely looking more bullish. is still also above the Newcomb kill zone, the 830 low. Maybe let's take a quick look at yes. So yes, as you see right here, has the also swept the daily buy side liquidity right here, but also is really close to external highs right here. Therefore, yeah, I don't know. Yes, look definitely a bit more bullish. Is still holding stronger than NQ above the 830 low. Really came close to the AM session liquidity right here, but failed to reach it. And yeah, so that's something why I was also a bit more how do you call it? Yeah, so if ES is just stronger than NQ, then I'm still fine with taking, or that's definitely indicating more high probability on NQ to take a long if ES is also really bullish. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So back to NQ, yeah, the 930 just dumped lower. Was thinking about shorting right here within the balanced price range, but to me, once again, it's in between the price range from the low right here to the high, and I did not want to really to participate in it. You could say, yeah, we scrapped Nukum Killzone says liquidity. We definitely started a market maker sell model, also with the fact that we have lots of S&P once again being in play with the 930 high. So lots of S&T from this. Wait, let me check. So yeah, something like that. So lots of SMT being in play, and then we dumped lower, but yeah, this could have been already a clean short, I guess, but back to Asia lows as well. But yeah, I did not really want you to participate in it because right here also we did not already close below CE of our opening range gap. So I wanted to be a bit more patient, and once again, patient always pays, always. Because even we don't take a trade, and that's okay because there are always setups. If not the next day, then the next after the day after tomorrow. So really so many opportunities. You do not need to rush. And if you wait, most of the time it becomes way more clearer. We have way more structure. So to wait is always better, in my opinion. And today it definitely yeah, paid once again. So scrapped Asia lows. In that case, we trade into the high time frame gap right there as well to the downside right here. So and yeah, with that we can look for a really short-term retracement. What I also marked out is the rejection block right here. That's really important. That was a target I was looking for the 1 hour to hit. Would have been quite clean. In that case, yeah, it was a bit too high. Also, if you look on the hourly chart, we was having like as you know, 10 a.m. was already trading higher. So in that case, we had no wick to the downside. So the body was just trading higher right there, and we have a huge hourly inefficiency down there. So therefore, it was completely obvious that we are not going to expand a lot. I thought that we would still see a bit higher prices eventually roll over with 1025, 1030, something like that. Did not expected it that we would already yeah, trade lower within even the 10 macro right here. But yeah, really strong bearish trend in that case. Would have been a really clean short right here. And we are still really expanding lower. But yeah, it's finally good to see that we can break out of the range and expand. Yeah, that's definitely good to see. So yeah, a bit ironic because yesterday was completely off with my psychology, and once again today really textbook trade in my opinion. Market maker buy model on a lower time frame, higher time frame retracement back to a C of today's open range gap or buy side liquidity. Yeah, definitely what I take away from today is that I need to full close at the low hanging fruit. In that case, you can see that we complete basically the lower time frame market maker buy model with the buy side liquidity right here. I mean, that's perfectly V-shaped. So completely obvious in that case. And with that, I mean, that's also something to think about. So if I just have two limit orders sitting right here, we aim for 80 handles, closing two positions. And with that, because I only exited by market, I only get like 70, I don't know, 74, something like that. And the other one is basically break even. And that's doesn't sound really like it's a lot less. I don't know if you can say that, but actually it makes a huge difference. So and I mean, if we do not roll over right here at the external buy liquidity of the lower time frame market maker buy model, then I only expect it to reach maybe for the rejection block right here. I mean, that's not really more. So that's not really. I mean, 25 handles. That's not really worth it to aim for. That's what I try to say. So the stop out right here is not worth it to aim for the extra 25 points. So that's really important. So therefore, even if it feels not right, but you close with limit right here would have been definitely perfect. Yeah, because we do not expect that we reach even higher than that. The higher time frame is bearish. That's really important. And that would have been, once again, the perfect short with the rejection of the 10:30, not 10:30, 10 a.m. opening price, also the inversion of the gap right there. Also not really like it to take it actually because we're already below every opening price. But in that case, we have just a really strong bearish trend. Would be like something like that. And then we could really aim for actually a lot. But we just leave it like that, I think. Would have been insane trade. Yeah, but we are done for the day. I like that I'm back on track. One trade, one win. That's what we want to do. So yeah, definitely know how to do it. Just have to stay patient. I have also to let my P&L compound. I cannot crash out because those crashing out days are destroying your compounding effect, and that's really important. So it cannot be that I'm like profitable 5 days in a row. So I have now 6 winning days and 1 losing day, and the losing day is like as big as, I don't know, 4 or 5 winning days. So I hope you get it, but yeah, that's really important. So I need to be better with that. But definitely liked our trade today. So yeah, leave it like that. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new. Safe trading and see you soon.